to my channel. I am Rosalind Yukich, and I am so glad you're here. If you're here for the very first time, I do a lot of homeschooling content, family content, organizing and cleaning inspiration, as well as Bible journaling with me videos. And so, you know, if that kind of stuff interests you, you might want to check out some of the other stuff that I have on my channel. But today we are talking about our second field trip. Now, in September, we went on our first field trip. And well, we started out on our first field trip and we kind of had a detour because things kind of went a little bit crazy. And so we detoured to my sister's house and had a fun time. And that's how we ended up with our little kitty, whose name is Dusty. And he is just the perfect little kitty. And he's not so little anymore. He's already grown so much. But in October, we actually ended up doing the field trip that went awry. And we ended up taking our kids, my sister and I, she's also a homeschooling mom, so we took our kids to a local museum, and that is what I'm going to show you today. It was so much fun. I already have plans to go back. My kids had an absolute blast. It was a wonderful day. So here we go. So we boarded the train and took the train into Zagreb. It is so easy just to get to Zagreb from where we are by taking the train. Before we ever got inside the museum, there was so much to see outside. When is the last time you have seen a phone booth like this? So cool. Now, the museum that we visited is the Technical Museum in Zagreb. And this museum has every kind of technology you can imagine. From cars, as you see, to boats and planes and household appliances, and everything under the sun. This part of the museum with the cars and the trains and the planes, I just about didn't get my younger son out. He could have been here all day. He could have just spent all day. He could have actually camped out all night and would have been just happy. He could have just moved into this part of the museum and been happy. Here is when my son was enraptured. He loves the movie Planes and particularly loves Dusty. It's his favorite part of the movie. Now, as you'll notice, my younger son appears in a lot of the pictures and not so much my older son. He was having, I don't know, a moment. He did not want to be in pictures that day, so I kind of had to be a little sneaky. Okay, let's just linger for a moment on this horse-drawn streetcar. How cool is this? And what in the world is this? I did not even know that motorcycles like this existed. And that bicycle. Oh my goodness, so Princess Diaries. My older son, let me take a picture of this one. He legit said, I see a helicopter. I'm gonna pee my pants. I'm so excited. And another thing my younger son was so excited about, he loves Thomas the Train. This part was so incredible for him. And my son started warming up to pictures. Well, we moved out of the transportation area of the museum, and now we're into the fire engine area. Still transportation in its own way, but we spent the rest of the time in the museum trying to field questions as to why we weren't going back to the part with the planes and the trains. Okay, in the basement of this museum, they made an enormous mine replica. So while we were waiting for the Nikola Tesla presentation, I went with my son back to the trains and the planes, and he just ate his heart out.
So this is a Dusty. It looks like a Dusty, but this is actually cool. So this looks like a real plane. That's the propeller here. And now I want to show you a train. So look at the detail of this train. This train looks so cool. I mean, look at inside. Let's get inside. Look at this thing. So cool. And look at that train. Look at that. That's how it goes off the steam. And look at the flying plane. And look at that. I don't know why it's like that. So, yeah. And look at the guy right here. And another one beside the wings. There's the plane right here. And look at that guy, another one. Look at this giant plane! Look how big this is! No way, look at that! It is so big! I never see this plane before. I think this plane is behind. Mini! Look at the mini! The mini plane. Look at that.
So now we headed out to our Nikola Tesla presentation. It was an amazing experience. If you don't know anything about Nikola Tesla, I will link a link below to a Wikipedia page where you can learn about him and all of the wonderful things that he invented.
Wow, that's so cool!
Zastrašujuće, niko se ne voli naći kraj ovakvog nekakvog prirodnog fenomena. Ako vas prži, osigurano smo, evo, uzet ćemo podatke.
Wow, that's so cool! Okay. Not that loud.
That was our field trip. We had so much fun. The kids learned a lot about Nikola Tesla. My older son is now writing a historical report on Nikola Tesla because he was so impressed with his inventions and the fact that he worked with Thomas Edison on electricity and you know, just different amazing things that we have today. Because of him, we have a lot of amazing inventions, and we have you know, the light bulb and all of that. It's just, it's incredible what a huge contribution he made to society and to the future. And so I hope that you enjoy this field trip video. We had so much fun that day. Like I said, we're definitely gonna be going back. And now we are working towards our field trip for November. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back in the next video.